Welcome to day 6, the final day of Abertoir 2013. We're going to go through what happened yesterday and also what's on offer for today.
Yeah, and perhaps a quick run through our favourites.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. So far.
Yeah. So yesterday we saw The Borderlands, which we covered, and then we saw the film Forgotten, which was another one we both divided on. I absolutely loved it. I thought it had a haunting setting. In tone, I thought it's very similar to Nicholas Roeg's The Witches in sort of the setting and the tone of it. And it had an interesting sort of genre-bending twist going on that I didn't expect. I didn't see it coming. I thought it like pulled you one way and then pulled you a different way, and it was just, yeah, I really, really liked that.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was a few twists too far. Maybe I think I'd have enjoyed it if it had just gone a certain way without thing on top of thing on top of thing.
I suppose,
but I did like it. I just didn't I didn't love it as much as you loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a supernatural slash psychological thriller. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was compelling. It was a female-led horror film. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that's a great thing. So yeah, then we had
Zombie Flesh Eaters.
We did indeed.
With Fabio Frizzi as the special guest.
Yeah, and also Richard Johnson. And the quite interesting thing about that is that they'd never met before that Q&A. So they'd worked on the same film together like all those years ago. Yeah. And yet they meet here in Aberystwyth. That's quite weird. That's quite good.
Yeah. And it was nice. I mean, the film itself is kind of terrible.
I weirdly quite fond of it, and I think it is the music. I love the music. The main theme is brilliant. Zombies fighting sharks.
Oh, that scene made it. I'm saying like it's not like terrible in a bad way. It's terrible in a good way. It's one of those movies you could watch with your friends and have a few drinks and just have a laugh with it, really.
It's that kind of typical sort of folky kind of thing where it's all sort of mushy gore and not too much sense.
No,
which is nice.
But the gore effects were pretty good, and of course I was always familiar with the eye scene, but it was nice to have some context to it. Finally.
It's one of those scenes that's so famous that to actually see it as part of something, it's quite cool. Yeah. So yeah.
Then we had The Haunting, which Richard Johnson starred in many years ago, and he did a Q&A following that about his experiences, his career in general, and he's a very funny guy. It was very interesting.
He was talking about a creative cooperative that he's setting up that looks into sort of everyone having a vote and sort of taking power away from those with money and putting it back into the hands of creative people, which is a great idea, I think. And he was really passionate about things. He spoke about everything, it was like including Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah, of course Liam Neeson did do took over his role in the remake of The Haunting, which to my knowledge isn't that great.
Yeah, Richard Johnson hasn't seen the remake. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, but he's very honest. Like, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He says it like it is, which was quite nice. Yeah, and he said the pros and cons of being an actor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he wasn't. He was sort of quite honest about these things and how you do take roles for money sometimes over the creative thing, but you have to.
You have to make a living.
So so following on from that, we had the party.
Yeah, which was a bit of a letdown. There was sound issues with the live band White Blackula. It was very difficult to hear the vocals over the instruments, and it didn't sort of balance itself out very well.
Yeah, there was though a floating shark.
Oh, that was cool.
Which I think everyone had to play with until it got stuck in the roof.
Yeah, it went along to the bar and then it went, just went and bothered some people.
I was expecting, that it would get dumped in on the pier before everyone else. It would just travel its way down.
Never know.
You should find it coming out of the sea.
Yeah.
It'd be good. There was also a DJ set that was putting together a lot of the Fritzy composed pieces, and that was quite cool. It was sort of a a more comfortable level of noise.
Yeah, it was nice, so you could have the music in the background and you could like chat to people about the films and various other things. So.
Yeah, it's nice though. I do like the socialising aspect of it,
Of course.
and and the rum.
So we'll be back to discuss our favourite films so far and what's on day 6.